Hey guys, what's going on? Mouse here. So I just got rage count 74 with 19 billion damage on Thomas Andre, and this video is an updated follow-up guide for the light guild boss run that I uploaded 2 weeks ago. I already shared the full breakdown of the strategy and the full setup in the first video, so we won't go over those details here anymore. If it's your first time on this channel or trying this team comp, feel free to check that out. So in this video, I'll just share with you guys a few adjustments and tips to help you get a more consistent run, because this light team is very tricky in terms of RC, in terms of rotation. So we'll be mainly focusing on my rotation and the movement and a few build adjustments I did on my hunters. And before we begin, just a quick reminder, by the way, don't forget to extend your support in the content creator program. It will be automatically canceled on July 25, so make sure to extend before the deadline so that you guys can continue receiving the codes and continue supporting me here. And once again, thank you so much for all the support, and with that, let's begin. So for the updated artifact setup, I now use Armed Set plus Obsidian on Thomas Andre with exactly 40% penetration. Damage increase here is no longer a priority because of diminishing returns. Thomas already gets plenty from Obsidian, his passive, and team buffs. And for crit rate, I found good results around 10k crit rate. Mine's currently at 15k, but that's just because I don't have the perfect artifacts yet. So no changes on the hunters in terms of artifacts, still using the same ones. So let me just quickly show you their stats. Gogun He, and the carry here, Mion, Cha, and Min. So for Jinwoo, it's still the same support build, same skills, same blessing stones, same stats allocation. Now, just a few pointers for the rotation. Number one, you really have to synchronize your Moonshadow here if you want to get really good scores. So you want to cast Moonshadow while Thomas is about to end his transformation, so that when he starts using basic skills and core attacks, the Moonshadow debuff will be there. And by the way, just take note that the A5 times the damage bonus increase here only works with the Moonshadow skill and not with Shadow Step. So you can time it by checking the right side UI, or just wait for the Steel Tyrant text to appear, then cast Moonshadow immediately after to catch the full burst window. So the ultimate is the second priority for sync, but still very important. So make sure you're syncing for both the ultimate and the basic skill burst whenever possible. Don't cast your Moonshadow randomly. If transformation is about to start, hold it and be patient, because majority of the damage here comes from Thomas Andres. So the perfect sync matters more than spamming Moonshadow for more uptime. And lastly, by the way, the rage count is back to the bug version. So what's happening is, if you do a huge burst right now before a new rage phase, the damage spills over and does not fully reduce the HP even though the damage is counted. So your rage count ends up lower than it should be. So I'm not sure if they intended to do that, or maybe it was reverted accidentally in one of the patches, but because of this, it might take a few tries to get a clean result. Alright, so let's check the rotation. Let's start with the opener. And what I do now is to cast the Grim first, and then 2 dashes forward, Cold Eyes, and then Moonshadow. And then I take the Shadow Step by dashing to the right. Very important to be on the opposite side, to the left side, because someone is getting pushed and the damage is lower if I go somewhere else. I'm not sure why. Could be the formation or something, but that's what's working for me. So get the Shadow Step, and I'm now at this side, and I will cast the Vacuum Wave. And now after Vacuum Wave, you want to press the back button before pressing the QTE, so that you will be teleported at the front of the boss, like this one. And then 1 QTE. We now have 5 stacks of Grid, and then Grim, another Shadow Step, Cold Eyes plus Moonshadow, and it will perfectly sync with Thomas Andre's first ultimate. There, 1.7 billion damage, and then another sync with Mion's skill as well. So we now have 2.5 billion early. The grid set is also up. So I changed my rotation here. I wait for the Cold Eyes and then the Vacuum Wave, and the reason why I do that is because I wait for Thomas Andre's transformation, which is about to begin now. Still Tyrant, as you can see. I press the Moonshadow, then we'll get some damage in. Then we will attempt one Shadow Step and sync it with the ultimate. There you go. I'm not sure if it went in, but big damage, 7 billion at 2 minutes, 10 seconds mark. And I mess up here. I got impatient, but that's still fine. I should have waited a bit more and then mess up the Shadow Step. But the damage was good, so I just went on with the run and just keep on using my skills. So I think the run could have been better if I got that correctly, but that's okay. So from here on, I mess up the usual rotation that I do, but it's still working well as long as I can sync most of the damage of the basic skills and Thomas Andre's ultimate. He just transformed. We will be able to get one Shadow Step in from and a few basic attacks, and then Moonshadow into the ultimate. Bam, around 600 million damage probably. So yeah, this will just go on and on. So that is one case that you ideally want to have. Thomas Andre was transforming and you got the Shadow Step in, so the first few basic attacks hit, and then after the Moonshadow some more damage comes in. And then oops, that one I messed that one again because I used the QTE and not the Moonshadow, so another DPS loss there. So this run could have been a lot better actually without those mistakes. By the way, this one, it's okay to use the Moonshadow there. I'm not sure if it works the same as the break gauge of the Ant Queen, but I'm still dealing good amount of damage even if there is a break gauge there. Could be because of the increased damage taken. I'm not sure, but right now I just use the Moonshadow even if there's still a break gauge. Another Shadow Step in and 51 seconds with 21 billion damage. And another ultimate. Hopefully it will go in. There you go. As you can see here, I'm just waiting for the Steel Tyrant again and take advantage of all those basic attacks plus core attacks after the transformation. So there won't be any transformation anytime soon, so you can use the Moonshadow. And here 10 seconds remaining, so I'm still waiting for that transformation. Look at this damage. Bam, 29.6. Boom, boom, boom. 31 billion after the Moonshadow. So we got a lot of damage in from Neon as well as from Thomas Andre's basic skills rotation. So yeah, that's it. Just get some practice, and sometimes the rage count is bugged, so you just gotta keep trying until you get the perfect rage count, at least acceptable damage like this one, 31.3 with 74 rage count. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe and leave a comment if you can. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.